This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Today we're checking out Glasses Malone breaking down the differences between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Check it out.
Operates in that space. See, Top being around Dot the whole time, finishing the contract for years, him able to soak in how we conduct. Head says it all the time, how we conduct ourselves. You know what I mean? How we shut the things that you get from coming out in the streets and you realize this ain't gonna benefit me. He adapted that. Same with Drake. Drake's problem is he never had the real appreciation for Stunner or Jay Prince. I don't know how much he does it, Fugazi, all that talking about. He don't have enough respect for what Jay Prince and Stunner Man and Slim and them brought to the table. Yeah, you got to understand culturally what they're able to help you do as a man. And I think Dot went through the whole process. He never tried to cut it short. He went through all the time. Remember, Top dude, Tommy Top, all niggas had Dot since he was 17, 16, all the way till he was a 30-year-old man. Like I always say this, like people talk about Joe Jackson. If you see the Michael Jackson movie, Michael Jackson was not a Joe Jackson house 4 years before he got in trouble. Yep. You know what happened in them first few years? He never got in trouble because Joe knew Michael Jackson was some. That's why he was whooping him. I get it. In the movie, they made him like a good singing kid. No, Mike be mischievous. He was a mischievous kid, and he had all this talent. You know what I mean? And Joe knew it. That's why Joe didn't leave Havenhurst till like 88, 89.
Man.
Within the first 3-4 years, this got a case.
Also, book
because Joe wasn't in there. See, and that be the problem. And then the general public, like, man, well, Joe didn't have to do this, and Joe did. Yes, he did. Now Mike dead. That Mike wouldn't be dead if he was in Havenhurst, because wouldn't be no doctor coming over here with no propofol. It's just not gonna happen.
It's a fact.
A lot of people always compare Drake and Kendrick like they're trying to do the same thing, but they're really not. They're competing in the same space, but they built their careers with totally different strengths. That's why this debate never ends.
And that's what I feel like street urban culture, the real black man is not really appreciated in grounding certain things. Because part of Chuck's brilliance is he can imagine how people see the world. He can imagine it, bro. I watched him do this show and he'd be right. And I'd be like, God, Dot the same way. And he'd be like, man, I'm telling you, because I could do this and this. And I'd be like, really? That's going to work? And it worked. But when you got to mold these people. And I think Dude Dog don't get enough credit for what he did for Dot. Like he get a ton of credit, but he don't get enough credit.
Dude Dog is top dogs.
That's top. Yeah.
That's top.
Tommy Tom don't get enough credit. All the people he give credit, but these are the people that molded him into the discipline where right now he could be talking like, man, whatever. And not say if Face would have had Game for another like 5 years, you know what I mean? He would have molded him into a place to where he understands truly.
I think this is where a lot of fans land. Drake is probably the most versatile mainstream artist of his generation. He knows how to make music that connects with millions of people. He has an ear for what people want to hear. He's built a career around consistency, and every year it feels like Drake has another song playing somewhere. That's a talent in itself. Kendrick, on the other hand, isn't chasing that same lane. He's more focused on artistry, storytelling, concepts, and making albums that people study years later. His music often asks listeners to sit with it, think about it, and unpack the meaning. It's less about releasing hit after hit and more about creating projects with depth. If someone values lyricism, storytelling, layered writing, and albums that feel like complete works of art, they're probably going to lean toward Kendrick.